need another light over here. You can't even see me. So I'll keep this short, all right? I want y'all to get out there and do it. Whatever it is that you say you're going to do, go and do it. And start setting that up as a practice, okay? I'm in the car. It's dark. I didn't realize how dark it was in here. But I had to tell y'all that I went to the RIA meeting tonight, and I did not want to go. It's been a couple months since I went to the Knox RIA meeting, and I didn't want to go. It's been a couple years since I was a member of the Knox RIA meeting, and I didn't want to go. But I told myself, I told my accountant, I told all my friends, I told the mastermind girls, I told FDDF, I told so many people that I was going to the RIA meeting tonight. And then, right before I was supposed to leave for the RIA meeting, one of my meetings that I had with the mastermind girls, one of my meetings went longer than I was expecting it to. So I was going to be late, and I hate being late. And my uncle's in town. They all went out to have a nice dinner. I could have gone to dinner with my family, but I said no. I told myself, I told the accountant, I told the mastermind, I told First Little and Fast, I told everybody that I was going to the RIA meeting. I am going to the RIA meeting. I've been late to it before. Nobody's going to deduct me or give me detention if I'm late. I had one question that I needed answered at that RIA meeting. I went. I learned more than I was planning on learning. I made more contacts than I was planning on getting. And I felt so proud of myself for going, even though I could have done the easy thing, and I could have gone to dinner. I could have stayed at home. I could have scheduled another meeting. I could have said, oh, well, it's going to be late. You'll get stuck in traffic. I didn't. I had committed myself to going, and I went. And I want y'all to do this too. All right? Some of you will say, I'm going to get up and walk a mile in the morning. And when the morning comes, you say, and you negotiate with yourself. Some of you say, I'm going to get up, I'm going to make bacon and eggs for breakfast. Maybe other things happen and you don't do what you said you're going to do. And then you go through the whole day with that disappointment. Maybe you said, I'm going to call 5 sellers, I'm going to look at 5 houses, I'm going to get 1 contract this week. And now it's Tuesday and you haven't done any of the things that you were going to do on Monday and Tuesday so that you could be prepared to get that done Thursday and Friday. Y'all, when you tell yourself you're going to do something, you have to start doing it. Even when it gets time to go in and you're afraid you're going to be late and you're afraid there's going to be traffic and you're afraid that everybody's going to notice you walking in, you have to do it. You told people you're going to. You told yourself you were going to get a deal done this week. You told yourself you're going to get a deal done this month. You know you have to send the yellow letters. You know you have to go to the RIA meetings to meet private money lenders. You know you have to go see sellers, you have to call insurance agents, you know you have to set up your LLC, you know you have to do all these things so that you can get your deals done. Don't chicken out right when it's time to go. Don't take the easy route and say, oh, well, I'd rather go to dinner with my family and just hang out. Y'all, you're comfortable going to dinner with your family, and go to dinner with your family. I'm going to go in here and visit with my uncle and hang out for a couple of minutes. But I needed to go to the RIA meeting. Do the hard things that are uncomfortable. And I'm with you. I do those things too. All right. I did not want to go to the RIA meeting. But some of you also know I got started in real estate investing by going to the RIA meeting. And the first meeting I went to, I'd committed. I said, I'm going to go. I told my accountant I was going to go. I told my mom I was going to go. I told my boyfriend I was going to go. I told my friends that I was going to go. I told my broker, because I wasn't a broker at that point. I told her I was going to go. And then the day of the meeting came. It was pouring down rain. One of our trucks had a wreck on the interstate. I was soaked to the bone. I did not want to go to that meeting. I was going to be late. It was on the other side of town. There was going to be traffic. I did not want to go to that meeting. But I'd committed it. I'd committed it to myself. I'd committed it to my calendar. And I had to go to that meeting. I knew I had to go to that meeting, and I did. And y'all, my entire life changed from that commitment to going and doing the things that I didn't really want to do. That first night that I went to the RIA meeting, Real Estate Investor Association meeting, RIA, that first night I went, I was soaked to the bone. It was October, November. It was cold out. It was raining. I should have gone home and taken a warm bath and made some tea and gone to bed. But no, I rolled into a real estate investor meeting looking like I just handled a dump truck wreck on the interstate instead of like a real estate investor, which, by the way, I wear a t-shirt and jeans to real estate investor meetings, so you don't have to get fancy. There was a gentleman there, though, in a sports coat and bow tie, and he looked very fancy. So if you want that, do that. But anyway, it was the same thing tonight. I didn't want to go. The weather was beautiful, though. But I had 18,000 different excuses I could have made to not do it. And I would be sitting here right now tonight, disappointed, having to tell people my sorry excuse for why I didn't go. And I couldn't live with myself for that. So I went. And I'm telling y'all, I made it down to Cedar Bluff in record time. There was no traffic, and they're doing road construction right now. Like, there's never no traffic. There was no traffic. Everything was beautiful. There was no slowdowns. I made it like faster than you could go in the middle of the night when there was no traffic. I mean, it was just amazing. Everything was just so perfect. I got there. There was still some dinner left over. I got to meet the people that I was hoping to meet while I was there. My one question that I really, really needed answered, I spoke to a gentleman after the meeting, and he answered my one question that's been hanging up part of my business. Got it answered. If I'd listened to my excuses, if I'd fallen into what was comfortable, if I'd gone with the peer pressure of, well, my uncle's in town, I need to go spend time with the family, I need to do this, that, and the other. And y'all, my uncle is a businessman. He knows that I'm going to real estate investor meetings because I'm a real estate investor and I need to be at those meetings. And my uncle comes into town once a week. So I'll see him this week, I'll see him next week. Like, he gets it. Go hang out with people who are doing deals. Go hang out with people who are speaking your language. Go hang out with people who can help you get more deals done or spark your creativity or teach you something that you didn't know about the market. It doesn't matter. I've been now a member on and off of Knox RIA since 2013. That's 6 years. And I learn something at every single meeting that I go to. Every single month, I learn something from Victor Jernigan. The man changed my life. Was $75. I was down to my last $75 at a RIA meeting because I'd bought 2 houses, one falling down a mountainside, the other I spent my entire life savings. The mountain house, I spent my brother's entire life savings on it. And Victor told us at that first RIA meeting that I went to, he said, we're going to teach a class on creative financing. It's $75. Y'all come if you want to. And I was talking to him after the meeting, and I said, look, I'm a real estate agent. I've already bought 2 houses. I don't think I really need to know anything else about real estate investing. And I don't have $75 to come to this class. And Victor looked at me straight in the eye and he said, listen, you are going to love this class. You come to this class, and I'll promise you that if you don't learn anything and you don't love this class on creative financing, he said, Whitney, I'll give you your money back. And I said, all right, old man, I'll take that. So I went to that creative financing seminar Knox RIA put on in November of 2013, which is also the same time that I thought Jason was going to propose, but he didn't, but that's beside the point. Maybe it was, 13. I went, and in 15 minutes, another gentleman showed us how to make $100,000 without using any banks, any licenses, any credit, not dealing with any foreclosures, dealing with nice houses and nice neighborhoods. And this dude had a job, so he was doing this part-time. He's making an extra $100,000 part-time. And that night I put $3,000 on my credit card and went to a boot camp in Florida on owner financing and got a coach, went through the whole 9 yards. And in 8 weeks I made $15,000. So I'm telling you, if I'd listened to my excuses and not gone to that first meeting, if I'd said, you know what, I got to work this rec, if I'd said, you know what, I'm soaked to the bone, I don't need to go to sit in a meeting, if I'd said it's too far away, there's too much traffic, if I'd given myself any of those excuses, I would not have learned about creative financing. I would not have learned about coaching. I would not have done 14 deals in 9 months. And I would still be working for my mom and my uncle at their truck company. Except now I have my own truck company. I have my own real estate portfolio. And it's because I do the uncomfortable things. I do the things that aren't super fun, aren't super easy, and I don't let my excuses get in the way. And you should not let your excuses get in the way either. I know the meetings are at awkward times. They're across town. You need this, you need that. You have to go to the real estate investor meetings. You have to go city county meetings. You have to go and, yes, go and be the new girl. It's cool. All right? I walked in tonight. Half the people knew me. Half the people were like, she's loud. All right? They didn't know me. I was the new girl because I haven't been in a couple months. Some people have been going every month. They didn't know who I was. That's fantastic. All right? Y'all go to the meetings. Go to local meetings. And it doesn't have to be an actual RIA. Some of y'all are in areas where they're doing meetup groups for real estate investors, and they're just as content packed. They're just as good at networking. Just get around people who are doing real estate deals. Just do it, y'all. Don't fall into what's comfortable. Don't fall into what's going to be super convenient. Don't fall into all of your excuses. I know you're tired. I know you worked all day. I did too. But there was 50 people in the room who also worked all day and still found the energy to drag themselves out to Cedar Bluff. One guy was there from Miami, Florida. All right? Like, you can do this, ladies. I know you can, and I'm right there with you. I'm doing the things that are uncomfortable. I'm doing the things that were kind of awkward. I'm doing the things that make me feel like, do I really want to do this? Do I really know what I'm doing? I get it. I'm there. But when you commit to something and when you say you're going to do it, just do it. You will feel a million times better about yourself. If you say you're going to get up and go hiking, get up and go hiking. Right, Kendra? We got a date on Thursday to go hiking. I'm not really outdoorsy, but I like doing things outdoorsy, all right? I want to go be outdoorsy. I'm going to go. I told everybody I was going to go to the RIA meeting. Came time to do it. I didn't want to go, but I did it. And you can too, all right? You absolutely should be doing that too. So please, whether you are committed to get up and going and hiking a mountain in the morning, or whether you're committed to getting up and mailing 100 yellow letters every Monday, whether you're committed to buying a house or selling a deal, whatever it is that you're absolutely fully committed to, maybe it is going to the RIA meeting and stepping outside of your comfort zone. When you commit to it, just do it. You will feel a million times better than if you say, oh, no. So, that's my rant for tonight. When you commit to something, do it. Just do it. Get out there and do it. All right? You can do this. If I can get these deals done, then so can you. If I can go to these meetings, then so can you. Whatever it is that you're committed to, do it. All right? I got all the faith in the world with you. Y'all let me know if I can help. I'm going to go in now. I'm at Mom's. I'm sitting still completely, not driving. So, I'll try to have a better light. Bye, y'all.